that was already on here.
Okay.
Just some resources that we thought would be helpful in our classrooms and helpful to us as educators. And so when you look on here, we added some book resources. I was Pinteresting last night.
Thank you.
And there's a lot of, like, when I think of growth mindset, immediately I wanted to go, like, I was torn on what to do. But what I really want to do is I want to teach my kids about growth mindset right from the beginning of the year. And so, especially with kindergartners, they learn a lot from books. This is a really cool book resources that talk about different aspects of growth mindset. And so we put a little bit of book resources, and maybe we can keep adding to it as we all find books. But one of the ones that Heather gave me last year is The Girl Who Never Made Mistakes. And it kind of like somebody, it was you that just talked about making mistakes. And one of my friends in my classroom didn't want to make mistakes. You don't want to do something because you know I can't do it, I'm going to fail. And in this story, it's a really good story that relates how this little girl doesn't want to do something because she's afraid she's going to make a mistake. But when she does, yeah, I can make a mistake and I can keep going from it. So just some book resources that'll kind of help our kids set that mindset. We also added, there's more video clips. If you haven't taken a look, along with the books, there's also some really neat video clips on here. I'm not able to do this yet. In the power of using that word yet, this one, the Meet Robinson's clip, talks about also growth mindset, Class Dojo growth mindset. This pigeon one, dealing with teamwork and disappointment, that goes back to our cooperation and learning how to work with a team and not being able to deal with how to deal with it. Yeah.
Those Class Dojo videos, I used all of them in my room last year, and my students loved it. And they started using the language, talks about failure, it talks about getting into a dip and what to do when you're in a dip. And it's really cool. And I kind of thought at first when I watched it on my own, like, I don't know, kind of cheesy. But they were obsessed. And every week they'd be like, is there a new video yet? Is there a new video?
I showed them in 4th grade.
Yeah, like it just really is on
Kids,
Kids are
it was
kids.
fun.
Kids love it.
It was just a fun, cute way.
Purple Team did a preview as well, and they put it out in the hallway. You know, what do you do when you're in a dip? And
So it's not just our mindset. It's not our mindset right now. I mean, our mindset, we've got ours getting there. It's how to get our kids there with us. And then
There are a lot of great resources.
There
I don't know
resources.
if Heather or Robin or Brenda,
Yeah, thank
you all
you.
put a bunch of great things in here.
I'll let you two ladies talk about some resources we explored.
If you go down, quotes about failure, we scanned a page. If you slide down, ones I really like are, I have not failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. That's how I live my life. And also, Winston Churchill, success is not final, failure is not fatal. It's the courage that continue that counts. And I think, but we have to model that. We have to, we have to be willing to make mistakes and say, oops, I can't tell you how many times I have fallen on my sword to parents. Yep, I said that, probably shouldn't have said that. Sorry, you just own it. You own it, and then you kind of deflate any problem there is. Because if you start off with, yep, I'm really sorry. I thought I had said they could go to the bathroom, but they didn't hear me, they didn't go, and they had the accident. Instead of being defensive and saying, I said they could go, I'll say, I'm really sorry. They must not have heard me. I really apologize. I'm so sorry. Mm-hmm. Well, then the madness is gone. They're like, okay, lady, you own it. So I think that's good, and we have to teach kids it's okay, because then when they mess up, they won't say, as they're holding the marker that has the blue mark on the wall, won't say, wasn't me. And they're like, hello, yes it was. So I think if you model that, that will show. And then the article, we had done this a long time ago when we first took coaching at OSU, the perils and promises of praise. And do you mind, Olivia, if I talk? We did this article the very first year when I was at Northwood, and we read it, and afterwards you said to me, you had a parent that said, you told my daughter she was smart. He was kind of, do you remember that? Yeah. He was kind of mad.
He was upset.
He was upset that she had told this little girl she was smart. Do you want to speak to that? Because that was really profound for me.
Well, I think I was just so surprised. I thought I was doing.
Because he said, we don't want her to think that she's smart, because then she won't try new things.
I thought I was being positive
Yes.
and encouraging. And so he had emailed me and said, you know, we don't tell her that at home. We don't want you telling her that. And so I had said, okay, you know, just come in and talk to me, kind of explain, just so I understand, because I didn't understand at the time. And it was kind of the same thought that, you know, if you tell her that, then she's not going to work any harder because she knows she is and she doesn't have to. But when you tell her that, you know, he's like, you know, you can still be positive with her. I'm not saying that, but tell her, you know, that I liked your effort in this, but what could you do next? Or how do you grow this to keep her wanting and going and
Because it really